This is the only movie made for the killer to watch. Countless viewers have said they would never watch it again, not because the movie isn't good, but because everyone is outraged by the ending. The story takes place between 1986 and 1991. In 5 years, 10 women were murdered, the oldest being 71 years old and the youngest only 13. The film starts with high tension. On a dusk in 1986, a group of children are playing in a rice field. Suddenly, someone discovers a woman's body floating in a water ditch beside the wheat field. The investigating officer arrives at the scene by tractor. He stares at the body in the water and notices the victim's hands are bound behind her back. Suddenly, the officer observes that the children are playing with clothes left behind by the victim. One of the boys is even deliberately mimicking him. This brief moment of eye contact becomes the officer's lifelong regret. The film shifts abruptly from the tranquil countryside to a cold, brutal murder investigation. The officer immediately starts investigating suspicious individuals, but the rural police station in the 1980s is under-equipped and behind in technology, so the case progresses slowly. Just when there seems to be no leads, the officer receives another report. A woman in a red dress has been found dead beside the rice field, her hands also bound behind her. That night, with no progress on the case, the officer is talking to his wife when he hears a crucial tip. Someone had seen the barbecue shop owner's mentally disabled son following the victim several times. So this suspect becomes the officer's only hope to solve the case. Meanwhile, a woman, feeling followed, becomes panicked and accidentally falls on the embankment. The officer passing by sees her and immediately confronts the man nearby. To his surprise, the man turns out to be an investigator from Seoul. The officer then shows the investigator how small-town police handle cases. With fabricated evidence and the suspect being able to detail the victim's death, he is unquestioningly identified as the killer. However, just as the police station is preparing to issue a town-wide alert, the observant investigator notices that the robbery method used by the killer is extremely professional, far beyond what the suspect's disabled hands could have accomplished. In the end, this absurd alert turns into a farce. Without DNA testing and with no clues, everyone is at a deadlock. At this critical moment, the investigator unexpectedly discovers a connection between the cases.
둘 다 미혼이라는 점.